3 Days Grace, their album 1X is out right now in stores. We love them. They're Canadian. They're fantastic. And they are here. So, guys, come on out. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Nice to see you again. How are you?
How you doing?
Good. Please take a seat. Our audience members are very excited. Some of them have driven long ways to meet you guys, so they're very excited.
How you doing, guys?
It's very cool to have you here. How you guys doing?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Very nice to have you here. What are you yelling? Yeah, 3 Days Grace. That's what he said. So you guys are currently on tour across Canada.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Well, we started last night, actually, here in Toronto. So last night was our first show. We play tomorrow night as well at the Cool House, and then we're headed west. So it's last night was great. But, yeah.
And the tour is called 3 Days to Change.
Yeah, well, the
A
3 days
portion
to
of it.
Yeah, the 3 Days to Change tour is it's an acoustic thing we're doing at different treatment centers, rehab centers, youth centers. We're just going in, playing acoustic, talking to people about different situations that they're going through, and just a few of us have been through our own situations, so we're sharing them.
What does that feel like for you, though, as artists? Because that's what it's really about, is touching people with your music and with your lyrics and being able to go and meet them and talk to them and play for them. How does that make you feel?
It feels amazing, It's pretty incredible to go into a place, definitely a center, let's say a treatment center or something, and sit in a room with 50 people that are trying to turn their life around and change or whatever, and just giving them a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of hope, and just kind of helping them and making their day that much brighter is great. So. Yeah.
And I think it's really great that you guys talk about it, because everybody goes through things in their lives all over the world, people watching TV. It doesn't matter who you are. And it's nice that people know that they can relate to you and that you've gone through the experiences as well.
Well, yeah, that's it. I think a lot of people don't want to talk about it. There's a lot of people that feel like they have to keep it, kept inside, and they feel like they've done something wrong. But, yeah.
So what made you decide to open up and talk about it?
A few different things. I think everybody around me supported me. I think everybody around me knew that I had become somebody else, and everybody confronted me on it. So I felt like I needed to change as well. So.
And that obviously affected the new album, though, right? You got it out through your lyrics.
Yeah, exactly.
The greatest thing for a musician, you just go home and write.
Yeah.
And sit or talk about it with your friends, your bandmates.
Well, yeah, exactly. We went up north and we sat with guitars and we wrote music. So.
It becomes like family.
It is a family.
Right?
Yeah, definitely a family, yeah.
It's been a family for 13 years now.
It's a long time.
It's a long time.
Yeah, long time.
You sometimes know each other better than other people know you, and maybe even family members do, right? Because you're together all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Spent a couple nights together on the bus, hanging.
Hanging.
But we're tighter now than we've ever been, and I think it takes going through things that aren't there's a lot of great things we've been through with the band, but there's been some trying times, and coming out of that I think makes you even tighter than all the good times.
It makes you stronger and probably makes your music even better, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We've had lots to write about, that's for sure.
Very cool. Now we have an audience question. What's your question for 3 Days Grace, Rachel? She's right over there.
Hi. What's the hardest part about being on tour?
The hardest part about being on tour?
Yes.
For me, it's downtime.
Yeah.
I'm
Really?
pretty restless. I don't know. I get stir crazy when we're just waiting around to play.
You get bored?
Yeah, 24 hours is a long time to just wait for 45 minutes on stage or an hour on stage. But it's all worth it in the end.
I think keeping a healthy lifestyle is a difficult thing to do. You got to eat well and take care of yourself, and that's tough to do when you're, you live in a bus with 10 other guys, and if one person gets sick, if the whole bus gets sick.
Yeah.
It's one big traveling incubator. It's a big incubator on wheels.
Now, do you get used to the bunks, though? Because they're pretty small. Do you actually enjoy sleeping in them? Because they're dark, right?
Yeah, they're dark. They're dark. You get used to it. You get used to the sound of the engine, on the bus, and you get used to that. But
I find that every time I go home, I have to first sleep on my couch and cover my head up with pillows.
That's what I was going to say. Is it hard, changing, going back and forth?
Especially hard, yeah.
Transition's a little weird.
So. I think I'm going to buy a coffin for at home and just sleep in that.
I've heard somebody else say that.
Yeah.
Really?
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well, right?
Yeah, why not?
Just close it, nice and dark, quiet.
Sure.
Not very comfortable, but hey.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we have an email question, and this is from Sarah in Rosemere, Quebec. She says, I'm wondering if your latest single, Pain, is about a particular moment in your life or lives.
Yeah, for sure. Pain is definitely about Pain actually sort of wraps up the last couple of years, you know, of us being on the road and the sort of things that I went through. And the song is, you know, the song was about, you know, how I was feeling sort of numb to, you know, everything that was going on around me, and I just wanted to change that, you know. So Pain is about that. It's about sort of wanting to feel something, you know.
Very cool. Thank you very much for your question and for your question as well, Rachel.